We got 4 minutes.
Awesome
4 minute
pre-show.
pre-show.
Pre-show, love the pre-show. Gomer and Andy so far, but hey, I think Taylor will probably be here unless he got confused over the cancellation last night. And I think it's a Dave week, so we should have a full house. That'd be great. We're going to be talking
Yeah.
about all the comics that come out this week.
Yep.
It's okay. It's an okay list. It's all right.
Yeah.
What'd you read last week, man? I didn't read much. I was so far behind. I didn't even get to. I know I read the Beast World thing. It was pretty good. Um, what else was good
So
last week?
last week, the Flash was pretty. It was decent. That was the
Oh, the
third
Jay
issue.
Garrick one. The Jay Garrick one.
No, the main continuity one.
Hmm.
That's still okay. It's okay. It hasn't gone
Okay.
full blown, like totally up its own
Crazy.
crazy yet. It will
Yeah.
soon because they're
Yeah.
kind of inkling to that.
Now is that when he's like, kind of like doing a Loki thing, like jumping through time and timelines and shit?
Yeah, yeah,
Like he can't
and
control it.
yeah,
That
and
seems
then
weird.
I did the review preview no spoiler for Crave. That's the
Yes, I did read Crave. That's the Maria Lovett
yeah. She
book
did a
with
really
the
good job
app.
on that.
Dude, that is very compelling. Between that and World Tree, there's actually maybe one or two other ones. It's a really good year for like internet horror. You
Yeah, this
know?
is
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
We're gonna have to talk about that too. Our year-end show in January.
well, there's be a lot of like. I mean, I'm right now trying to decide for the year of the show what in my top three is right now,
Oh
and
my
it's like keeps on
goodness.
getting more and more cluttered.
Yeah.
It's just like
Now
I
we
can't.
usually don't do like a top three. We usually have like just our favorite and then honorable mentions. And man, last year we had very few categories. We had movie and TV. We had comic. I think the year before that we had our favorite single issue of the freaking year, which there ain't no way we can do that this year.
Oh, that'd be hard.
Yeah, it's
Um,
so hard. You have to keep track throughout the year,
yeah.
almost. And every week, refine your list. And I just didn't do that shit this year. I should have,
So, the
but and then
horror.
we should do best writer, best artist, maybe. I
Oh,
don't know.
best writer's gonna be hard though.
Oh no, I know for a fact who my favorite writer
I
is
mean,
this year,
for
easily,
me, it might be a little
easily.
bit hard.
Well, no,
Scout Comic,
it's
Scout
not
Hot
easy.
Comics had this little piggy last week.
Oh no, I didn't see that. What was that about?
It's so it's about this werewolf
Okay.
who puts pig's mask on his prey and hunts them. But it's
Oh,
it's more than
people.
that. There's more to it.
Okay, okay.
There's
That
more to
sounds
it.
cool.
There's kind of like this Lovecraftian stuff that's going on,
Oh, weird.
and the
Weird.
romance and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. But it was kind of a light week last week. It
Yeah.
was
I mean, we'll see how this week goes. Again, nobody's come to join us. Maybe they're just not getting the message. I know I sent the link, but I'll leave Facebook open for a minute and maybe they'll hit me up on the messenger. It's
it's just
weird,
an
dude.
Andy and Gomer night.
Yeah, hey, I'm fine with that too, but I just don't want to miss out. So yeah, let's do the intro. Let's do.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what the show feels like. I kicked to the balls.
And Merry Christmas to all.
Here's Taylor, just in time. You missed the Scrooged intro. You missed the Scrooged intro.
I'll just have to get over it.
You'll have to go back and watch it. You have to watch the first one. It's right at like 4 minutes. So I don't want you to watch it too much. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back. Another episode of This Geek and Comics Outright Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Shit talk show.
Gomer, Taylor, and Andy. I thought it was a Dave week. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, we didn't have a show last night, family. December is always weird, with things going on. I think Sunday is actually Christmas Eve this year, so
Yes, that's true.
Yes, it is.
we should probably not do a show on Christmas Eve.
Christmas is 3 weeks from today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
probably shouldn't do a show on Christmas Eve. That would be not a good thing.
Or
Yeah,
Christmas,
not a
for
good
that
thing.
matter.
Yeah, or Christmas. So yeah,
Christmas has conspired specifically to thwart this grouping.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, any excuse not to be around you is
Exactly, and my family's got to deal with me. So
their loss.
we also have to get ready for our end of the year, or best of the year 2023, which we'll probably do. I don't know, first second week of January, something like that. I don't know. We'll
Sounds
probably do
about
that.
right.
Yeah, we'll probably do that on a Sunday night show. We'll have to wait for Dave and everybody to be here to figure out exactly what our categories are going to be. Usually it's movies, TV, favorite writer. Are we even going to do favorite artist? It's so arbitrary.
I mean,
But writer definitely.
if we wanted to cut it down, we could just do like a movie, TV show, writer, comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because we always just do our favorite, and then the rest is just honorable mentions. You know what I mean? So, it's really simple. We freewheeling and dealing. So, awesome. But yeah, I thought it was a Dave week. But anyway, let's get into it. We're talking about all of the new comics coming out this week, December 6th. That's the Wednesday. But alas, it could come out today, tomorrow. Who knows? Anyway, we start at Boom because that's where Diamond likes to set us up. They have a bunch of these weird covers, variant covers that they're selling for older books that have already been released, extra big price points because of scarcity. Whatever. I'm okay with that. If that's what Boom wants to do, if they're going to make money off of it, good for them. Not really my thing. They got a Buffy book. They got Orcs, The Gift. This is actually, I believe, a one-shot. That's sort of a sequel to a book that came out. It's an all ages fantasy book. Not bad, just built for a younger crowd. Ranger Academy #3, and then Space Between #2. This is the big book I think from Boom this week.
Yep.
I know Andy loved the hell out of the first issue. I did too. So it's 60 years passing since the first issue on this like generational ship that's taking the surviving people from Earth to a new planet. Very cool book. Really sci-fi, really deep sci-fi.
Yeah.
And I really like what they're doing with this. So
Yeah,
I'm anxious
can't wait to
get my
see
hands on it.
the consequences or the anything else
Repercussions,
that might,
everything. Yeah.
anything. I mean, this because you have someone from the upper tier dating someone from the lower tier, and they have a baby, and then it's like, oh no, these two classes mixed together and are supposed to mix together, and the next thing you know, 60 years in the future, let's see what happens.
Yeah. See the evolution of this really close society. So yeah, really stoked about
It's gonna
that.
be very interesting.
And then we get Stuff of Nightmare Sleigh Ride, which of course is a take on, Santa, sleigh. It's an R.L. Stine horror book. Should be a fun one shot. It's going to be extra big for $8.
But
there you go.
horror and like kind of like adult vibe Christmas stuff is really all the rage right now. There was
Yes,
of
it
course
is.
Violent Night last year. There's Silent Night this year, which is another Christmas action movie.
Man, I watched Violent Night last year, of course, for the first time, but we watched it again because that's how you do Christmas movies. Anytime Christmas comes
It is
around,
legitimately a
rewatch the
very
movie.
good Christmas movie.
It's a great movie. It's really good.
It's a really good
Like
action movie, and like if it wasn't so gory, it would be kind of like a wholesome family movie.
Yeah, I want a prequel, even if it's like a web comic or a comic or
what
like
I would
an
rather than
animated
do
thing.
is just like do the same thing with different holidays. Like have an Easter Bunny action movie or something.
Right,
An Easter Bunny Die Hard movie.
Yeah, there's actually
Bring
a
back
movie
Hugh
on
Jackman, like in Rise of the Guardians, and make him like a hardened old Easter Bunny.
There's a movie on Disney Plus. It's for young, viewers, but it's the Naughty List 9 or something like that, and some kids on the naughty. Yeah, some kids on the naughty list all get together to do a heist and steal their shit that Santa didn't give them. And it's just as ridiculous as it sounds. It is so stupid, but I had a great time watching it. I had just the best time. All right, cool. So Boom does have at least one solid book, maybe two with that horror comic. So moving on to DC, Adventure Comics 260 Facsimile Edition, Aquaman Silver Age Origin in this one. It's about that time. We got the Aquaman movie coming around. So Batman number 140. Man, I heard this is really good. I heard in this there's like multiple different versions of Batman in it, and they all have their own Zur, which sounds really cool. I'm really anxious to get my hands on this one. Batman has been great under Zdarsky, dude. I mean, it's not even an argument.
I think I might have mentioned this with the last issue, but I think back to when Zdarsky was writing Daredevil, he like poked fun at the fact that all Batman writers tell a Joker story, and here he is, telling a Joker story.
He's just proving the point. Yeah,
that first issue was fun though. Like, and I definitely am looking forward to this one as well.
Yeah, really fun holiday cover here with Damian.
Oh yeah, it's like I forget which issue that is, but yeah, it was like Batman and Robin on the ropes there.
Yeah. There you go. We do get a Batman 404. Facsimile.
Is that year one?
Yeah, this is year one. There you go. I mean, and that's it. It's just year one. I think it's the anniversary of that book coming out. Also a Batman #5 facsimile edition. This is the first appearance of the Golden Age Batmobile that was remodeled.
Oh, okay.
I know it seems stupid.
Well, I didn't know the significance of that.
First appearance of the Batmobile.
Well, yeah, the original Batman car was just like a fucking normal ass red car,
Yeah, it was just some dude driving.
It was an
around.
old jalopy
license
that
plate
was
on
picked
it
up on the side of the road.
Yeah, he had to get it registered and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so a couple different variant covers for that, which I never really understood. But it would be cool to have a Batman #5 facsimile blank, and someone does a cool picture of your favorite Batmobile on it.
I guess
that would be okay.
To me,
I know what you're gonna say. I know.
If you're gonna get a facsimile, why would you get a blank?
Yeah.
Like the whole point is to have like an iconic cover or like just a recreation of some part of the past. This is not the type of thing I would go to get autographed because everyone who made this book has been dead for decades.
But I get what you're saying, but not autographed. It's just sort of like this neat thing because this is the first appearance of the Batmobile facsimile. Have someone. I get why they would do it, but you're right. I think it's silly too. I think it's kind of silly. Batman Catwoman trade is collected. Big book of the week at DC for me, easily. Batman Santa Claus Silent Night #1. Santa Claus is coming to town. 4-part crossover event where jolly old Saint Nick hits Gotham City to investigate a brutal crime in the days leading up to Christmas. My favorite part of this is, with the help of his former student, Batman, Santa will team up with the heroes of DC. Of course, Batman was trained by fucking Santa Claus.
It's stupid as hell, but I fucking love it. We were just talking about Violent Night. That movie was so fun because they took an idiotic premise and just like completely sincerely embraced it. I hope that's what this is too.
Yeah,
secretly, while he was at the Shadow Ninja Council, he trained underneath Santa Claus.
Man, you can learn a lot of sick abilities from Batman. I mean, he's like a world-class like infiltrator. He has like 100 stealth score.
Yeah. Santa's also going to team up with the heroes of the universe, of course. The great cover here with Zatanna sitting on his lap.
Honestly, good for Santa.
Yeah, good for him. Great one here. Showing.
Oh man, I love that.
Batman and Robin.
A lot of Frank Miller this week. Wow.
Yeah, no shit. But the one that you have to get that everyone will be looking for is this one because it is a scratch and sniff.
Oh, gracious.
I know. The whole damn comic book shelf at your local comic shop is going to stink like, I think it's cookies. I think it's.
Honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised it's only $1 more than the other variants.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Imagine opening that box at the shop though. All the other books are going to stink like cookies. That's not a bad thing, but.
Oh yeah, I guess if they shipped them in the same box, then all those other variants are going to smell like cookies too.
Yeah. Birds of Prey hits issue #4. Surprisingly good series, even better than I thought it was going to be. There's really nothing more to say. Some great covers here. This is an homage cover. This is just a regular cover, but this is a great like rap album cover. Just fucking perfect. Blue Beetle hits issue #4. Fire and Ice Welcome to Smallville hits issue #4-6. I have fallen off this book. Oh shit, Lobo's showing up now. What the hell? It's just not really what I expected after that first issue. The second issue just, kind of like this, kind of like your DC character of the week stopping by, to hang out.
It's lighthearted and it's charming, but yeah,
it is. Yeah,
it's one of those ones that's easy to fall off your list,
Yeah. Poison Ivy hits issue #17. Shazam hits issue 6. Superman 78, The Metal Curtain #2 of 6. Really enjoyed this first issue, hoping to get the same sort of energy out of issue 2. Another big book, and they're asking a lot for it. $6 for the Titans Beast World Tour Metropolis #1. Yeah, the Beast World is here. The first issue was quite good. I had a great time with it, and now we're getting into the meat of the of this thing, and we're gonna see all of the shit come into place. We all know that Amanda Waller is the big bad, who's going to be taking advantage. So I'm anxious.
Did you read that last issue of Green Arrow that came out this last week?
I did not. I'm way behind on stuff, but I did not read.
Okay, well, okay. Suffice to say for now, though, that just like Amanda Waller is really being a piece of shit right now.
Yeah. So yeah, this event is really going to lean into that as well. So I'm stoked about it. And that's it. Some great books from DC this week. Batman and Santa. This Beast World shit. I love it. All right, moving on to Marvel Comics over here at the House of Ideas. Alpha Flight number 505, wrapping up this Ed Brisson and Scott Gosdowski book. I've really enjoyed this. It's been one of the standouts, in my opinion, of these sort of 4 or 5 issue miniseries they've done as the fall of X continues to fall. I don't know. I just really like Alpha Flight. I like the whole bait and switch from the first issue, and they kept leaning into that. So yeah, looking forward to that. Gang War starts here, even though it's been going on. Did anyone read the Luke Cage book last week?
No, afraid not.
It was not great. It started off as him doing his mayor stuff, but then it went right into his just traditional sort of Luke Cage being a hero, and I didn't like it. I wanted a smarter angle to it in lieu of this, anti-vigilante rules and shit they've got in New York. So Zeb Wells, John Romita Jr., I don't know. The whole, that's what I'm trying to say. The whole uptick to this event has not, won me over at all. So I'm thinking about just skipping the whole damn thing, altogether. Anyway, moving on. Avengers number 8. This has been great so far. Jed McKay, CF Via doing the art here. I'm looking forward to this,
Well, though McKay's I will say that like
cool areas here.
This is cool. Fun. I do enjoy the stuff that's going on, although I do think it's an interesting choice to go like the first arc was the Avengers versus a quirky mini boss squad, and now it seems like we're immediately going into another Avengers versus quirky mini boss squad. Right afterwards, just a different mini boss squad.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not that. I think I have to think Jed McKay isn't just going to repeat himself. Really good one here. Little role reversal.
That's really fun. That is a fun cover. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's fun. That's the one to get, in my opinion.
I was about to ask where he got a bow that big, but he could just make a bow bigger if he wanted to. So,
hope you enjoy the ride.
Oh yeah, he can do anything. He can make anything bigger. No pun intended. Yeah, really fun insignia variant. Simple, but just fun to hang on a wall. And then Momoko gets the cover, of course. Daredevil number 4, Salin and Ahmed, and Bullseye showed up at the end of the last issue. That was fantastic. Jermaine Peralta, fill-in artist here, and man, it looks great, gritty, and great sequential art here. Just really fun stuff. It sucks that we have a fill-in artist, but look at that.
It does look good. I mean, yeah, I did like the main artist we had here, but it's what you gonna do. That's just that's modern comics, right? You don't get a lot of consistent art.
Exactly. We also get a Momoko Nightmare variant there. Fantastic Four number 14, Ryan North, Iban Coella. This is it. At the beginning of this, everything happened the way it happened because Reed Richards is the smartest dumb guy, or the dumbest smart guy
He's
in the
dumbest
world.
Smart guy on the face of the planet.
Yeah, he sent the entire Baxter building and the surrounding area, entire city block in New York, into the future, which to save them, which is a great idea, except for everybody who didn't jump into the future, is kind of up Schitt's Creek. Kids left without their parents.
They did reinforce the idea that like there was literally nothing else that could have been done. Like even Dr. Doom went back and tried like a million times to do it differently, and it failed.
Check the math.
Even Doom wrote a dinosaur to try to make it better, and that didn't work.
Right. I love that issue. But it'll be interesting to see Ryan North's big payoff for this. Of course, we're going to have one. I mean, it looks like we're just going to get a new Sinister Six at the beginning, but isn't that, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, maybe not 6, but there's a Doc Ock in there. There's a Scorpion in there.
Yeah.
Is that
So,
supposed
yeah, I
to be
don't
the
know.
Doc Ock from Into the Spider-Verse or what?
That's
I
Olivia.
have no idea. I have no idea. It doesn't even say over here when the Fantastic Four arrive in New York, something built in the pit and block once stood, and worse, nobody seems to know exactly what it is or why they're building it. All right, I don't know if Ryan North is going to drag this return out, but either way, it's been a great series. You know, it's been a whole lot of fun. Invincible Iron Man number 13. This is technically an X book. It's been okay. Marvel Voices Avengers number 1. $7 for this.
That's a big ask for this.
I'm just not sure this is something I need. You know, it's like an anthology in the Marvel Voices
I'm glad
series.
that this exists, but like,
me too.
Yeah, like I'm
Agreed.
I'm pretty selective when it comes to picking up anthologies.
Mm-hmm. Century number 1. I'm on the fence with this one. Jason Liu, Luigi Zagaria. We're gonna have a new Century.
Yeah.
I
I think that's
think
the wrong
this
way
is
to
a
go.
fun concept. I think it's good. Well, I don't know. I mean, Marvel
I don't
has
like the
no
Sentry.
idea what to do with the Sentry, right?
Yes,
like,
agreed.
He's
Agreed.
a character who like basically just exists as like a Superman like
Pastiche. He's a pastiche
Yeah.
of Superman.
but like with an interesting gimmick, you know, that he like
No.
has this evil like shadow self who like does harm every time he does good, and like the fact
It's a
that he's like
great. It's a
agoraphobic.
great. Yeah, it's like a great
there are
stand-in
a
for
lot
mental
of
health.
Superman
you know?
pastiches out there, but this is
Yeah.
one of the better ones. And this could be an interesting concept. You know, like it seems like
Yeah.
they're going to be like a normal person. One of the people on the cover ends up with one of the most ridiculous power sets in the MCU. I was about to say the MCU, but in Marvel.
In the MU,
Yeah, in the Marvel 616, yeah.
Yeah. I like the Sentry, but you're right. They don't know what to do him. He's a great metaphor for like mental health and things like that. I think he's been used that way a whole lot, very very well.
Yeah,
but there's nothing left to fucking tell.
That's exactly right. That like the character is so powerful, they have to kind of have a reason why he doesn't just like go around solving everyone's
ripping
problems.
people in half. Yeah,
but like they've told the story about like him and the Void, and I don't know that there's much water left in that well. You know,
exactly. But you're right. This is a unique way to take it and still sort of utilize the character. I think they should mix it up a little bit, and I think they should have this be like a Sentry team where everybody gets the powers of the Sentry kind of, whittled down, sort of like a Shazam thing. They all seem to be pretty young people. I think that would be interesting. I think that would be fun.
It could be. I'll probably give this a shot, but yeah, it is definitely you get like an issue or two to prove yourself type of books.
The Sentry family makes a lot more sense than just a single Sentry.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Especially if they're all banging each other's heads together, at odds with each other.
Well, I already said in this
there's
list
a lot
you
more
got Jessica
opportunity
Jones. You have Jessica Jones, who's already going to butt heads with almost anybody she comes in contact with.
I thought you were saying that, like, especially if they're all banging. Like, okay, that's an angle.
Well, yeah, they can have sex too.
That would make the book so much better too.
That'd be a way to do it. I don't think Marvel would do that, but yeah.
Great Scotty Young.
Got to keep it PG-13.
Yeah. Star Wars number 41. We're still in the middle of the Dark Droids tie-ins. I'm cool with that. We do get D Squad number 4, which is my favorite of this event books. It's just been fun.
Evil R2. It's
Evil R2, and
whenever they start up one of these Star Wars events, you have got to be braced for this event being like half a year.
Oh, and it has been.
They do a lot. They don't do huge events halfway. Like this and that War of the Bounty Hunters thing. They are getting like 60 fucking books out of this.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, if that's working for those editors and they're books, good for them.
Hey, more power to them. That wasn't a knock. It was just like it's impressive, honestly, just how many books they put into these events.
Yeah. Probably the book I'm looking forward to the most this week from Marvel. Colin Kelly, Jackson Lanzig, Geraldo Bourget, doing a Thunderbolts. Basically a continuation of their run with Captain America.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is going to be great, dude. Bucky Barnes, the Revolution, inherited a mountain of covert intel, and he's got one objective: justice like lightning. yeah, I'm stoked.
I mean, the Hive
It's
Mind
just gonna
being
be
on
him
this is
doing awesome
already,
shit.
got my interest. And honestly, Thunderbolts is one of those books that kind of flies under a lot of people's radar, but there have been a lot of great Thunderbolts runs over the years.
Yeah, there has been. Yeah.
Man, I go way back with Thunderbolts, even like before the Civil War. Like,
Yeah, I feel like the
and I mean,
Warren
that's
Ellis Civil War thing really put it on the map for a lot of people. But I also really like
yes,
the Jeff Parker, Gabriel Hardman
that's
run.
great.
That's very underrated.
Yeah. So it's a really fun book that you can do a lot of different things with, and they're always kind of under the radar, doing shit on the sly, and it has a lot of opportunity for a writer to do things that you can't really do with a lot of other characters. It is a government sanctioned, entity, but it's not
Yeah,
quite Suicide Squad. But you know what I
yeah, you
mean?
get to delve into those moral gray areas a little bit better with the
Yes.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah. And it's kind of like X-Force, but yeah, it's really cool, dude. It's fun. So yeah, I'm stoked about that. Probably the book I'm looking forward to the most this week at Marvel. And we're almost done. We got Venom number 28, and we got X-Men number 29. Doom's X-Men are making an appearance in this issue.
Man, that's all you need to get me. That just sounds awesome.
Yeah, dude. Chip Zdarsky did that book, The Fantastic Four and the X-Men, where Doom showed up for a minute, and it was great. We know that Latveria was not letting any of the mutants leave, and there was a thing in the Marauders where they were like, I guess they did go to Latveria and tried to get some folks out, but
yeah, that is a hook that they have left idle for a very long time here. I almost
it's a
forgot about
thread.
that.
Yeah, it's a loose thread that I think Gary Duggan is really trying to clean up now. To tie off or cut away.
It sounds like they are like gathering up all the dangling threads and like tying them off here.
Yes.
So, So that's a good way to approach it. We're
Try to
entering
get everything ready before
here.
the rise of X.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the new one, whatever the new thing is going to be. So,
cool. Rise of the powers of X and fall of the powers of 10. Is that it?
Something like that, man. I can't keep track anymore.
There's just too many of them right now.
Yeah, there's too much. I saw a variant cover today where somebody travels through time and kills Moira like all the times that she can die.
Yeah, that was one of those two books.
That looks wild. They should definitely do that. All right, moving on to Dynamite. Not much from them. We get Fire and Ice number 2. There's a legendary Red Sonja one shot coming out. It looks like it's the steampunk Red Sonja. The legendary worlds. Yeah, if you remember, they had like the Sonjaverse, Taylor and Andy. I know you remember, but they had like a blue Sonja and an orange Sonja, and then they had a bunch. of different ones.
They had the Rainbow Sonja squad.
Yeah, and
there was
and
so many. That was back in
cool.
like what the late. That was early 90s.
It wasn't that long ago. It's been within the last
late
few
90s?
years, I think. No, well, it might predate.
Oh no, the Rainbow Sonja thing, or if they did it once before, I have no idea, but they've done it very recently as well.
Yeah,
they did it once. They did it once.
Time I thought they did it, but
yeah, they had like that was like Sonja's all over the place. It's like I'm blue Sonja, I'm orange Sonja, I'm pink Sonja.
They may have like expanded on that idea for this Sonjaverse thing because this is
I
like
thought
a
it was the first time they were
version.
doing it. I just was out of the loop on that.
Yeah,
no, they've done it once before, maybe twice.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, this is a steampunk version.
If someone's in the comments, they can correct me, but I know they did like multiple like different variations of Sonja throughout the Sonja multiverse. With
wild, dude. It's such a cool idea,
with Lady Death and all the other rest of them from,
the
sitting there's like we're just different variations of pure cheesecake. Enjoy.
Yeah. Negaduck number 3 rounds out Dynamite. This is the Darkwing Duck spin-off book. Never thought it would have happened. I mean, I would have lost money if I'd have taken a bet, 2 years ago.
Well, Darkwing Duck comic book is really big right now, so.
I mean, the Darkwing Duck comic book, but like them having a spin-off for that is.
Well, Negaduck is such a great character to go after because Negaduck is the complete antithesis of Darkwing. So it's just like, Darkwing's doing good, and my wife's dropping earrings on the floor.
All right, now we're on to everything else. It is an okay week for everything else, but I do want to touch on a few books. Blood, and if you see something, Andy, I know Taylor, doesn't do small press all that much, but if you see something you want me to holler at, just let me know.
Yeah, we can start with Blood Commandment number 2.
Oh yeah, this has been great. It's like a guy and his son living out in the woods, and he's like a vampire or a werewolf or something, and he's trying to,
He's
protect his son.
some sort of
Creature of the night.
creature
Yeah.
of the night. It's like,
Yeah.
come with me, my son, to the woods, and we're just gonna sit here and oh wait, I'm a monster, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's done more compelling than that. It's better.
It
It's better
is.
than that. Yeah.
And the art. It's Simon Kudranski doing the art. I don't know how he pumps out these books, with the detail, the level of detail to art that he does, but it's wonderful. Cat Fight number 5, a bunch of cat burglars, teaming up for hijinks, and competing, with hijinks ensuing. Where are we at? The Creep Show Holiday Special is only $4 over at Image Comics. It's Christmas and horror, like we were talking earlier.
Yeah. I
It's
think
just
for the
two
price
things that
point
are
of
really
four
going well
books,
together.
this actually might be a good grab this week because it's Creep
Yeah,
Show.
I think so
Creep Show.
too. Yeah,
So
I think so too. Dead Detective number 1. I think this is actually a reprint of a book that came out a while ago. Destiny Gate number 3. I did read issue number 2. It did not get better than issue 1, so I am actually off of Destiny Gate. It's just not for me. I just did not have a good time with it. A lot of expensive Dynamic Forces signed books. Always fun to look at. Empath number 2. I wasn't able to read issue 1, but I wanted to. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, Hellboy Winter Special, the Yule Cat one shot. Hellboy travels to Reykjavik, where children are disappearing and a giant beast has been spotted. Could it be the infamous Yule Cat of Icelandic lore? Very cool. Artist Matt
yeah,
Smith, right across.
it should be very interesting because they're gonna bring finally actually more Norse myths into the Hellboy universe. They've done a
Yeah,
little bit, but now they're bringing more in.
yeah,
It
that's
used to
cool.
be just like, look at all this fun Christian and Lovecraftian
Right.
stuff. Now they're just like, oh, by the way, there's all these other things too to worry about.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Hellboy. It is really all inclusive. You can just bring anything you want into that universe, any kind of monster from anything, and yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
really
it'll
cool.
be interesting to see how they tackle the Yule Cat.
Yeah, I'm excited to get my hands on this. That looks cool. What else we got? Hunger and Dusk
Got
gets
Hunger
issue
and
number
Dust
4.
number
This is G
4. Yeah.
Willow. Yep, G Willow Wilson's fantasy book over at IDW. We do have to talk about Invasive number 1. This is a horror book from Cullen Bunn. Jesus Hervase is doing the art. Cullen Bunn does one thing really, really, really well. One of the best in the business, and that's horror. So yeah, this is one not to look away from if you're into horror books.
Yeah, this is going to be
It's
the
like a
big horror
surgeon
grab
too.
of
It's
the
like
week.
medical. Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
medical horror. Oh, that's
So yeah,
I hate.
if you're
Yeah,
squeamish about medical horror, I suggest probably not reading the book because it already says this is medical horror.
it's
Even
the eyes that get me. It's the eyes
yeah, it's going to
that
be
get me
very
more than anything. But yeah,
lots of blood and guts
Ugh.
everywhere.
Yeah. King Spawn number 28, because it wouldn't be a week at Image without McFarlane. And what else we got here? Oh, we do have a Mercy Sparks book. This is a really popular character, even though it's, only popular for the idiots like me who pick up every small press book. I actually have a Mercy Sparks number 0 and a number 1. They're very hard to find because no one knew the character was going to take off as much as she did. But yeah, really happy to have those in my collection. So Midnight Show number 3 continues that Dark Horse series. No, that's a CX book about superheroes. My Little Pony Can't Big Hoof hits issue number 5. What else we at, man?
Yeah, IDW's making money off of it, so they'll print it.
Oh, Knights. This is a book that Dave really enjoys. I couldn't get into issue 1. But anyway, Our Bones Dust, number 1. Ben Stenback doing the writing and the art.
This is the Ben Steinbeck book, isn't it?
Yes, it looks amazing. The art in this is so weird and so surreal. I just love it so freaking much. Yeah, I'm all over
so
this.
Good.
Yeah, I love that artwork. It's so great. Oops. So yeah, anyway, it's a miniseries. A feral child who is equal parts predator and prey navigates a nightmare landscape of brutality and blood inhabited by scattered cannibal tribes. An interesting place to poke around for a curious artificial intelligence. So it looks like it might have like a lone wolf and cub sort of element to it, with an AI robot protecting a kid. But yeah, I'm anxious to read. That looks like a really fun.
That's
book.
gonna be a good book this week.
Yeah. Petrolhead number 2. The first issue was great. Ready for more. Robots driving really fast. And protecting humans who don't deserve to be protected. Project Reese number 5 of 6 continues that. That's been fun too. It's almost like Indiana Jones meets Atlantis. Quicksand number 5. Sacrificers number 5. Skeeter number 1 of 4. This looks interesting. This is on Mad Cave, but small town hijinks ensue as extraterrestrial mosquitoes descend on a sleepy beach town. And the art is very interesting. Really brutal shit. Oh, that looks like a lot of fun.
It looks so fun.
Everybody
Just
hates mosquitoes.
Killer mosquitoes from outer space.
Yeah, killer mosquitoes from outer space. All right, Star Trek gets collected in its second hardcover, probably the best Star Trek run that there's ever been. We also get the Strange New World Scorpius run number 4. That has been pretty fun, almost like a Fast and Furious, but with Star Trek. And we get the Stranger Things Voyage number 2, all of your licensed shit. But the best licensed shit dropping this week, Transformers number 3. I've already read the issue. It's pretty good. It's what you'd expect from the middle book of a first arc. And yeah, it's good. It's fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the end. We have Walking Dead because of Kirkman. But yeah, I think that's about it. It feels like a light week, but there are so many good debuts this week. We get Thunderbolts. We got that Batman Christmas shit coming out.
Honestly, yeah, that Batman Santa thing, and
Batman and Santa seems really.
I'm weirdly excited about that. Yeah,
we
that
get
Thunderbolts
that
book also looks pretty cool. Daredevil's back in. Yeah, Sentry's should be.
X-Men.
I'm giving the issue at least. Yeah, old reliables like Daredevil and X-Men. So yeah, plenty of fun stuff. Also, Transformers. I actually get in on the small press this week with you guys.
Nice.
Come on, Transformers, power bombing Transformers. Come on.
What more can you want?
This next is fucking awesome. There's even more of that shit going on. It's so great. So yeah, we'll talk about all those books on Sunday. We're definitely doing a show Sunday, unless just the worst catastrophe happens, because there's some great books coming out this week, and I'll have 2 weeks worth of news that we've got to get through. So thanks for listening, everybody. We really appreciate it. Go check out the Bullies. Leroy and Eli do a show kind of like this one, but better, quote unquote. They talk about movies, TV, video games, and comics. For links to everything they've got going on and everything we got going on, go to outrightgeekery.com. All the audios, all the videos, all the socials, including the group. Go over to the Facebook group, No Bullying, and check out what Andy's got going on over there. So much fun.
Hey, that's this guy.
Always so many fun activities. I'm just kidding. No, it is. It's great, though. I love that reported content today. It was wonderful.
Hey,
I'm not even going to get into it, but it was fucking hilarious.
I'm the master of no contacts.
Yeah, dude. Master of no context. What the fuck's a bluey? Anyway, again, thanks for hanging out. Come back Sunday. Thanks, everybody. But most of all, thanks to these guys for hanging out with this guy.
Hey.
We are going to do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel. It is true that a lot of those things, I just have no fucking idea what this is.